I've helped 1,252 men lose belly fat, rebuild their confidence, and get in the best shape of their life. From UFC fighters to CEOs to dads who are just feeling soft. I used to work at the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas on the sports medicine team, helping elite fighters drop weight quickly without losing power or performance. Now I coach high-performing men who want to look and feel like athletes again, who want to get in the best shape of life, but they don't really have a system. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 exact steps that I use to help these individuals get lean, get strong, and confident. And while you can't lose all your belly fat in 7 days, anyone that tells you that you can is lying to you. You can start changing your body this week. And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to show you how to get your fat loss plan built by AI 100% free. The first thing you need to understand is your numbers. You can use AI for this. Fat loss is math. Asian guy like math. Most men never just actually do the math. You gain fat when you eat more than you burn. You lose fat when you eat less than you burn. But how much should you eat? Don't guess. Use AI. Go to ChatGPT and type this. I'm 42 years old. I'm male. I'm a 5'10", 215 pounds. I train 4 times a week. Help me lose 1 pound of fat per week. What should my calories and protein be? One of my clients before, Nicholas, did this, didn't count a single gram, just followed the plan and lost 17 pounds in 6 weeks. If you're too lazy to use ChatGPT, here is a shortcut. Multiply your body weight by 10 to 12. This is a rough calorie goal. Eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Track your weight every single week, not daily. If you're dropping 0.5 pounds to 1.5 pounds per week, you're on track. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to lift heavy, but not just focus on burning calories. Otherwise, you're going to be one of those guys where they wear tights, they ride bikes around 3, 4, 5 hours per day, but they still have a gut. You don't want to just focus on this. You don't want to just focus on actual weight loss. You really want to focus on fat loss. And you want to keep your muscle as much as you can. This means stop training to just sweat and do a bunch of burpees. Start training to build muscle and get strong. You burn more fat by building a better body, not just from burning more calories. How are you actually going to do this? Super simple. Lift 3 to 4 times a week. Use big movements at first, so squats, deadlift, bench, and rows. Try to get a little bit stronger every single week. Think about this. Would you rather weigh less and look soft, or would you rather weigh the exact same but look sharp, athletic, and powerful? The guys I trained in the UFC needed to make weight, but still throw punches with power. We didn't just focus on cutting. Obviously, near the end, there's a lot of water weight. We focus on keeping strength while losing fat, and you should too. The next step for you is focus on walking more. The reason why is because it's fat loss on easy mode. It's probably one of the most underrated tools to lose belly fat. You can't just only rely on this, but this is something that we really implement for a lot of our clients. It's definitely not sexy, but it truly works. And most men, they just sit all day. That's really the big problem here, not your 1-hour workout. Walking increases something we call NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, how many calories you burn from just moving throughout the day. So that means what you want to implement is start with 8,000 steps per day, add 1,000 steps every single 2 weeks. Things you can start to implement into your daily life is get like a walking pad or a treadmill under your desk. This allows you to get more steps, also helps you stay awake. You're going to start to walk after your meals. This really helps with gut health, digestion, and fat loss. So definitely implement some sort of walking after you eat. One of my clients, Fred, didn't even change the workout. We just added steps. He lost 22 pounds in 12 weeks just from increasing his non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Walking is super easy, it's really sustainable, and it's very low stress on your nervous system, and it really works. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna fix your sleep and your stress. Otherwise, you're gonna stay really stuck. That means if you're sleeping only 5 hours a night and you're stressed out all single day, you're not gonna burn that much fat. Stress in itself is gonna raise a hormone called cortisol. And when cortisol stays very high, you start to crave junk food. You burn a lot fewer calories. Through your NEAT, it goes down. Your belly fat stays completely locked in. And if you have bad sleep, it's actually gonna make it worse. Why? Because you feel more tired, you feel like you're moving less, and you obviously feel more hungry, which leads to actually eating more. So here's how you actually fix it. In fact, one of the first things we did for UFC guys is as soon as they get onboarded to the UFC, we really look at their sleep. We do a whole battery to understand their whole bodies, but then from here, it's like, how can we educate them about sleep? One thing that we really encourage is go to bed at the same time every single night. This just regulates your circadian rhythm. It allows you to get into a routine. Another thing you can try is no screen 1 hour before bed. You can even try potential supplements, magnesium glycinate, or even a nighttime walk. Really nice, easy. You can even try meditating 10 minutes before bed. Just focus on your breathing. Every single time I see a client plateau, it was probably stress, it was probably sleep. It's not actually training. Step number 5 is all about creating consistent habits. Consistency beats motivation every single day. Everyone is motivated on day one. The winners are still doing it on day 43, 93, 163 when life gets super busy. When life gets really, really busy, you want to rely on systems. That's why we build systems, so that you don't have to rely on willpower. How can you do this? Well, the best thing that you can do is actually create an individualized custom plan for yourself. That way you understand what type of foods that you need to eat if you're traveling, what type of foods actually work well for your body type, so that you can implement something that will work for you even if you're out of routine. The issue that I often see is people think that you need to be in routine the whole time. You need to only train when you're at home or something like that. But the issue is this: if you travel for work or you travel all the time and you don't have a system for when you travel, it means that every single time you travel, you're gonna fall off track. So what you really need to do is you need to plan. You need to look at what really works well for you. What we do for our clients is we actually understand where they're currently at. We implement a protocol. Then we use a DEXA scan to actually measure what is the difference here? How much fat did this person actually lose? How much muscle did they potentially lose? How much muscle did they gain? What is the thing that helped them increase fat loss and build more muscle mass? Then we double down on the thing that truly matters. When you double down on the thing that truly matters, it allows you to get consistent results, hyper effective systems. When you double down on the thing that actually works, you only need to focus on the 20% that drives 80% of the results. Once you have that in place, then you can keep the exact same 3 to 5 breakfast, lunch, and dinners on repeat. You can set workouts into your calendar just like meetings. You can use a step tracker to aim to beat your daily numbers. That's how you really stay consistent for beyond 12 weeks and for the rest of your life. You don't need to be perfect, guys. You just need to start implementing this. I've helped over 1,252 men lose weight, look strong, get in complete control again, and I know how frustrating it is when your body isn't matching who you truly are. And here's the truth: if you follow everything in this video, this could be the start for your big comeback. Or you could just keep scrolling, you keep watching, keep waiting. But 90 days from now, you're probably gonna wish you started today. If you wanna look at our exact system and how we implement it into our clients' daily life, just check out our link in our bio. This is how you can fully integrate something like this into your life so things become autopilot. If you like this video, check out my other video right here. Don't forget to like and comment, subscribe. Peace.